Let's meet in the middle.
I love you.
And buck it out. Let's go. We'll see.
We will see, buddy.
Netflix just unleashed a behind-the-scenes look at Mike Tyson prepping for his showdown with Jake Paul, and it's as epic as you'd expect. Sure, you've probably seen the flashy trailer of the fight, but trust me, what's happening behind the curtains is on another level. While Jake Paul is out there doing what he does best, pulling off ridiculous pranks and dropping cringe-worthy YouTube content for clicks, Tyson's getting the full Netflix treatment.
This fight is not going to change my lifestyle financially. I'm a fighter. I feel good. I can do it. I feel I can beat them.
Think about that for a second. Can you even handle the vibe difference? Mike Tyson isn't just any fighter. The man is a walking legend. And Netflix knew exactly what they were doing, capturing his raw, intimidating energy in a way that could make even the cockiest opponents second-guess their life choices.
Mike Tyson, I think, well, how old, 58? You think that Mike Tyson couldn't beat Tommy Fury's right now? You're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. And so
Mike Tyson is about to deliver a wake-up call of biblical proportions to Jake Paul, and trust me, you don't want to miss this. I mean, just the thought of Jake thinking he's ready to take on one of the most terrifying men to ever step into the ring is hilarious. At 58, Tyson's still a wrecking machine. And let's be real here. This isn't some backyard brawl or a YouTube stunt where Jake can hide behind his fame. No, this is Tyson. His fists have probably caused more nightmares than Jake's entire career.
It's all about confidence. Confidence breeds success. Success breeds confidence. And confidence applied properly with superstition.
Netflix knows this, which is why they're diving headfirst into live boxing for the first time ever on November 15th, streaming a spectacle that's guaranteed to leave people talking for years. And who better to headline this historic event than Iron Mike? Yes, the Mike Tyson, the legend who once flattened opponents so quickly that some pay-per-view buyers barely had time to find their seats. Meanwhile, Jake Paul, the social media maestro with his TikToks and clout-chasing antics, is about to realize the difference between fake and real fight game. Because Jake's resume in the ring looks about as impressive as a toddler's scribbles compared to Tyson's Picasso of knockouts.
This guy is going to be totally over.
Jake, is your plan to run?
Oh, he's gonna run like a thief. He's gonna run.
Nah, we can meet in the...
Now, Tyson's training regimen is where things get downright savage. At 5 a.m., while Jake's likely still dreaming of his latest crypto scheme, Tyson's awake, breathing in the discipline and focus that's made him an icon. Mindfulness? Meditation? Yeah, it's not just for yogis. Tyson uses it to control the inner beast, to keep himself balanced and lethal. Control your mind, control the fight, that's his philosophy.
Understand our relationship with God. Once we understand our relationship with God, we know that then we realize that we're ordained to do what we're doing, and nothing can stop us. And so that takes a lot of mental work, spending a lot of time with yourself, speaking, with your self-consciousness.
While Jake's version of mental conditioning probably involves rehearsing his trash talk in the mirror, or trying not to laugh at his own funny Instagram stories. Tyson's conditioning sessions are an unholy mix of plyometrics, resistance training, and core work. This guy isn't just staying in shape. He's transforming himself into a human wrecking ball. His trainers are losing their minds, saying, "This is the strongest I've ever seen you." The strongest ever? From a man who used to end careers in seconds? Meanwhile, Jake's over there probably thinking a couple of bicep curls and shadow boxing make him ready for war. Tyson doesn't care about your Instagram flexes, Jake. He's going to turn you into a meme faster than you can say, "Subscribe to my channel."
Yeah, I mean, Mike Tyson knows how to defend himself, and he's boxing against a guy that not as good as boxer as he is, and Mike Tyson knows how to throw a good punch. He knows how to break you down, so I'm more concerned about the other guy.
If you think Tyson's just lifting weights and doing push-ups, are you mistaken? His gym sessions are a masterclass in boxing brilliance. 2 hours of non-stop sparring, footwork drills that'd leave most guys gasping for air, and precision training that's poetry in motion. This isn't some influencer's workout vlog. This is the stuff legends are made of. Remember, Tyson hasn't had a professional fight since 2005, but those instincts? Still sharper than Jake Paul's most well-rehearsed YouTube prank. Jake might think his youth and ego will somehow give him an edge, but Tyson's fists have been rewriting boxing history books since before Jake knew what Wi-Fi was.
Mike for many, many years. A lot of people concerned about him returning to the ring against Jake Paul.
What are they concerned about?
Being, of a certain vintage, should we say, should he be getting hit in the head by, admittedly, not a conventional boxer, but still a young, physically fit, athletic man?
Tyson's all about quality over quantity. His trainer puts it perfectly. It's not about how many punches you throw, it's about landing the perfect shot. And Mike is a surgeon with his punches. A single hit from Tyson is like getting run over by a truck, only less fun. Jake's whole strategy better be more complex than just run around the ring and pray. Because that perfect shot is coming. And when it lands, well, he might wish he stuck to filming pranks instead.
You think Mike Tyson's knocking him out?
Either way, I think Mike Tyson will beat you up.
Damn, so we better enjoy our time with you while we got it, brother.
Hey, bro.
Mike Tyson's mental game is legendary. We're talking about a man who has spent his entire life using visualization techniques to prepare for every punch, every round, and every moment in the ring. In his own words, "In my head, I've fought this fight 100 times." This isn't some Instagram-level manifestation nonsense. This is a hardcore, battle-tested method that Tyson has refined over decades.
They can't get the recognition for the skills they have, but everybody can get recognition by playing a video game and going on YouTube and fighting, and then suddenly you fight one of the greatest fighters.
While Jake Paul is probably hyping himself up with TikTok followers and YouTube subscribers, Tyson is mentally stepping into that ring over and over, fine-tuning his strategy and anticipating every move his opponent might make. And honestly, what chance does Jake have against that? A man who's visualized victory against true legends isn't about to be intimidated by some kid who got famous for clickbait and online beefs. Tyson's mental preparation goes way beyond simple self-confidence. His past battles, including the times he was down and out, have instilled in him a profound respect for the psychological side of boxing. Self-belief, he knows, is everything. The man has seen and survived more mental warfare than Jake could comprehend. And it's not just about being tough. It's about using that mental fortitude to outthink and outmaneuver opponents.
You think he's doing a good job?
Yes. What do you think about the Tyson fight that he just announced?
That's awesome. Fuck yeah, dude. Try to fight Tyson. If he knocks you out, but at least you fought Tyson.
Tyson's trainer even engages in discussions about Jake Paul's weaknesses, because yes, they're that obvious to someone with Tyson's experience. Tyson points out subtle gaps in Jake's defense, spots openings that a seasoned legend like him can exploit. While Jake's probably preoccupied with making sure his fight night hair looks good for his social media posts, Tyson is plotting every angle, every punch, and every moment of destruction.
Paul. Well, it was a no-brainer. It was just, he was the new up-and-coming guy in the scene, and I like shaking the sports world to its core, and I'm doing it now. It's just something I want to do.
Boxing to Tyson is more than physical. He's not just throwing fists for the fun of it. He's in a meditative state where the ring becomes a reflection of his inner self. The ring is a mirror reflecting your fears and strengths, Tyson explains. And you know what? Jake Paul should be terrified. Because while Tyson uses this meditative journey to harness every ounce of mental and physical power, Jake's journey mostly involves trying to look tough for his fan base. The man who's been fighting since he was a teenager and understands the depth of the sport isn't going to be fazed by some wannabe influencer trying to make a name for himself by talking trash. Then there's the side of Tyson people don't see. The grueling recovery and the ironclad discipline that keep him in fighting shape. He endures daily cold plunges, cryotherapy, and massages to help his body recover from the monstrous training sessions he puts himself through. These recovery routines aren't spa day indulgences. They're sheer agony.
Don't talk to me about shape. Don't talk to me about shape.
Stay in shape, you all right?
You want 10 threes?
Okay.
You want 10 threes?
Let's go. Be careful.
We see the pain and sacrifice Tyson makes, pushing his 58-year-old body beyond what most younger athletes could handle. Meanwhile, Jake Paul probably thinks doing a couple of push-ups for a social media video counts as hard work. But Tyson? He's in real pain, recovering from the insane strain he puts on his body, all to ensure he's at peak condition to break Jake in half.
In sports.
I don't know if he's in his prime. He's fat. He should be lean and mean. He's fat and funky. I saw him with his shirt off the other day. He's fat. Did you?
There's Tyson's nutrition. He follows a strict diet of lean proteins, complex carbs, and nutrient-dense foods, all meticulously prepared. This isn't some half-baked influencer meal plan. It's designed to maximize muscle recovery and explosive power. The focus is on lean muscle, not bulking up like a gym bro. Tyson's discipline extends to cutting back on cannabis, something his team jokes about, but he's dead serious about his health. Even with conditions like sciatica, Tyson's commitment never wavers. His physical therapist works overtime to maintain joint and muscle health because even at his age, he's putting in the work Jake couldn't even imagine. Put this at 10, 15, 10, 30. And speaking of Jake Paul, let's address his so-called confidence. Jake admits he's nervous, and for good reason. Watching Tyson's training videos, especially the ones where Tyson is knocking down sparring partners with those infamous left hooks, has the YouTuber turned boxer feeling more than a little unsettled. Jake's entire strategy revolves around trying to outbox Tyson, using youth and agility as his supposed advantages.
Or beat athletes and beat a bunch of MMA fighters. You'd go, this kid can fight. He knows how to fight. Like, nothing he's doing looks wrong. He's not like sticking his head straight up in the air and winging punches with his eyes closed. He's fighting well.
But let's get real. When you're standing toe-to-toe with a man who's been destroying legends since before you could spell boxing, all the youth and agility in the world aren't going to save you. Jake even tries to sound confident, claiming, "Mike looks good on the mitts, but the real test will be in the ring." Yeah, Jake. You keep telling yourself that while trying to hold back your panic. Tyson's warning to Jake is clear and brutal. Don't come into the ring unprepared. There's no room for half-hearted efforts or social media antics when you're up against someone like Tyson, who's been training with the intent to break you. This isn't a friendly sparring session for YouTube views. This is a battle where Tyson is out to prove that his ferocity is very much intact. Tyson acknowledges the unpredictability of fighting a social media disruptor like Jake, but don't get it twisted. He knows underestimating Jake would be foolish, but that doesn't mean Tyson is worried. He's focused, driven, and ready to show Jake what real boxing is.
We need to know, Mike, that you believe in Mike. We need to know that you're out there to beat this man, to damage this man, to stop this man, like old, ferocious Mike Tyson would do. We've got to know it's not a cash grab.
As Tyson's prepping with the kind of grit that separates the greats from the fakes, Jake Paul should probably think twice about this little adventure he's on. This isn't a YouTube versus TikTok boxing match. This is a reality check served with a side of pain. And Tyson doesn't need to talk trash. His legacy does that for him. So, while Jake keeps talking big, hyping up his social media fanbase, Tyson's over here training like he's got something to prove. Because once those gloves come off, Jake Paul's going to learn the hard way what it means to step into the ring with a legend. And let's just say, it's not going to end with a happy vlog outro.